Hello there. Now, you thought I was about to do one of those cliche intros where I just pretend I didn't see you, even though the camera is right there. But that's not true, because I set up this camera. Anyways, welcome back to a devlog. So, I have a few things to talk about. I actually created a... wire's too small. I created a crypto miner using a Raspberry Pi, and I thought I should show it to all of you. I tried setting up an angle that worked, but it didn't work because I am bad at setting up angles right now, and I will eventually get better, but at the moment I just spin my phone around until I find something that works. So this is the angle that we have at the moment. I was going to show this thing to you on my desk, but the cord is so tiny, and I guess we're on the floor now. Anyways. So if you look at this charging block that's right here, that's actually connected to my Raspberry Pi. This is the Pi Miner. So this is a little thing that I put together. I followed a tutorial for the actual miner because I'm not going to code an entire miner by myself. In fact, I just downloaded one that already existed. But I put it on this Raspberry Pi, and now this is actually mining Monero as we speak. It's incredibly slow at it because it's a small Raspberry Pi, but it is mining. Here we are at the computer. So if I actually look at the console here, you can see there are a few things going on. So as I scroll up and down, you can see a few different types of messages. There's accepted messages and new jobs. So I'll explain both of those. So new jobs are basically whenever something happens on the Monero blockchain that needs to be confirmed, that is sent to the miners, and the miners need to confirm it. So those are the things that the Raspberry Pi... cord is too short. No, this... It's... The thing that should be in this case... That's the thing... Those are the things that the thing that should be in this case of the miner that's actually right there is going to be mining. Then these accepted jobs or accepted messages means that the miner did actually help to mine it. Now, because my hash rate is incredibly low, it's around 990 right now, I'm not helping that much. If you don't know what a hash rate is, you can actually check. There's an article in the description that quickly explains it in the first few texts. But anyways, yeah, so the hash rate is around 100, which, for context, computers that are optimized to mine cryptocurrencies usually get around 13.5 terahashes. Terahashes per second. That is 13.5 trillion hashes per second. I'm getting around 100. So I'm not helping that much, but I am helping just a little. So we're actually mining on the Monero blockchain because it's not as big as other blockchains like Bitcoin or Ethereum, where there are these giant miners. Whereas on Monero, which is actually optimized and built to not allow those types of miners. I don't know how they did that, but they somehow blocked out SHA-256 encryption, which is what Bitcoin and Ethereum uses, so that it's more decentralized. Because the problem with these giant mining farms in Ethereum and Bitcoin is that it kind of gives control of the blockchain to specific people, which centralizes it again. But with Monero, that's not a thing that happens because they've blocked these giant mining computers, and instead it's meant to allow anyone to mine on this blockchain. Even tiny Raspberry Pis like this one. So if we look here, this has been running for a few hours. We've accepted about 450 jobs, and so we've helped 450 jobs around, and usually it takes around 30 seconds to do that. So yeah, this little miner has been helping the Monero blockchain very, very slowly and not that efficiently. So after I had the Raspberry Pi set up and everything was ready on the Pi, I actually went ahead and made a neat case for it called the Pi Miner case. So this was actually the first prototype, which ended up being too small, and there are a few things wrong with it, which later evolved into the one that the actual Pi is in right now. But the way I made this, I actually have a laser cutter. So as I turn on this machine here, yup, it's this big machine that can cut wood and acrylic, which is what I used for my case. So I'm gonna do a little demo. Let me grab a bit of wood here. This little scrap piece of wood goes into the machine. And now we print. So now it's all cut in flat pieces, and when I put this together right here, I know, super badly edited finger snap, and it's super cliche as well, but we have this nice box now that I can put my Raspberry Pi into. Power supply comes in right here, and so would an mini HDMI cable. Yeah. So anyways, the question that a lot of you probably still have is, how much money am I making from mining cryptocurrencies? The answer is that I'm actually making roughly 3 cents per week if I kept this on 24/7. Yep. This is not meant to be a profitable project. But it was a lot of fun to put together, and honestly, it's a lot of satisfaction to just look over and see the little box here that none of you can see because I don't want to unplug it and kill it. But the little box that looks something like this, but with a little box that looks something like this right here beside me. It's satisfying to know that I am helping out the Monero blockchain.